Hey, it's Ramsey Dewey, over here in Shanghai, China. So, one of the viewers sent me this video with some questionable looking martial arts techniques being displayed, and said, I want you to pick this apart. Now, why do I analyze self-defense videos? Well, I'll tell you the story. A few years ago, my wife saw one of these women's self-defense videos online. I asked her what she thought about it, and it was bad. But my wife said, basically, it looks all right to me. Looks like that would probably work. I feel more confident being able to defend myself now that I've seen that. And that worried me, because my wife is not a stupid person. She is a highly intelligent woman. And she knows right from wrong. She knows up from down. But her reaction to this self-defense video had me genuinely worried. And I remember a lot of people, a lot of female friends of mine sharing this on social media, sharing it on Facebook and so on, saying, girls, you got to pay attention to this. This could save your life. And I was seeing these really bad self-defense tips thinking, no, that would actually exacerbate the problem. It would make it worse. So, probably like the 7th or 8th time I saw this video come around to me, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go to the gym, try this out, film it, just see what happens when we apply some mild resistance. Not even like fully fighting, like a real attacker would do on the street or whatever, but, just mild resistance. And as it turns out, mild resistance shut this garbage down instantly. So, when I see something of that level, something that has a lot of eyes on it, like millions of people are watching it, and millions of people are praising it, and millions of people are saying, I feel safer because of this, and it's well-polished garbage, I take issue with that. Because that is a liability. That's a problem that's going to get people hurt. So, on the other hand, if you're sending me a training video of some martial arts enthusiasts who just aren't particularly good at martial arts, or they're trying to practice some folk art or folk style or folk form, and they're having fun with it, but it's not something that, let's say, works in mixed martial arts today, I don't take issue with that. Because why do we do martial arts? Why do any of us do martial arts? I'll tell you. For fun. We do martial arts for fun. All of us, from professional fighters to reality-based self-defense guys who take themselves way too seriously, we do this for fun. Let's talk about the self-defense guys for a minute, who are probably typing furiously right now, no, I train in martial arts because this has saved my life, or whatever. Look, man, if you are legitimately afraid of bad guys jumping out and attacking you, people who are bigger and stronger, and more of them than you, and they have weapons, and your response to that is your puny little fleshy fists and hand-to-hand combat, that is a losing battle. That's a major cognitive dissonance if that is our genuine thought process. That's not how effective self-defense works. If we were serious about self-defense, we wouldn't take a hand-to-hand combat class. We would get ourselves a weapon, we would walk around with our friends, we would do everything in our power to make sure that we did not end up as the underdog fighting an uphill battle. If that was a legitimate concern, but it's not. So instead, we take the Hollywood approach to self-defense. The childhood fantasy of watching The Karate Kid, of watching Ralph Macchio get beaten up by the bullies, and then he meets Mr. Miyagi and learns karate and is able to defend himself from the bullies after that. We see movies like that with Bruce Lee. His martial arts school, his kung fu school is accosted by all these bad guys. But because he knows martial arts, he's able to fight them off and defend the honor of his school and his instructor or whatever. It's the Hollywood fantasy. But the reality is we do this stuff for fun. It looked fun in the movies. It excited us. It struck a nerve somewhere deep inside of us and made us think, hey, I want to do that. I want to be like that. And so we did. We signed up for a martial arts class and we did it. So the guys in this video, I don't know what style it is. They're wearing black uniforms. It might be Salat. It might be Budo Taijutsu. I don't know. It might be some made-up style. No idea. But I'm going to tell you a story real quick about these Budo Taijutsu practitioners. That's basically ninja stuff. These guys were modern-day ninjas, if you will. And they weren't great fighters, and a lot of the stuff they showed, I'll show you a little clip right here, it was kind of goofy. But, I didn't make fun of them because of the reason that they trained. They weren't doing this goofy stuff, telling themselves a convenient lie, a comfortable lie, like, this is how I'm going to defend myself on the streets by doing this goofy thing, or this is how people really attack you. No, man, they were doing it for fun. They appreciated Japanese culture. They loved ninjas. They liked ninja stuff. They loved playing with swords. It was this weekly ritual for them to come to the gym every Tuesday night and bond together and have this shared experience and the shared love of ninja stuff. And to them, that was really cool. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. The problem comes where you start convincing the general public that this is how you defend yourself against larger, stronger opponents, multiple opponents with weapons, who are trying to kill you, who come at you with bad intentions, who are trying to rape you, who are trying to kidnap your children, or whatever it is. That's the problem. So again, we train martial arts for fun. Even professional fighters, maybe especially professional fighters. Man, why did I spend so much time training in the gym? Why did I step into the ring and the cage all those times in kickboxing and Muay Thai and K1 and Sanda and MMA? Why did I do all of that? To make money. Why did I do that instead of, say, becoming an accountant? And I'll tell you why, because accounting bores me. It's not what interests me. I have a friend who loves accounting. He's an accountant. He's awesome at it. And the world is a better place because of him. Because we need those guys who love to crunch numbers. Or whatever accountants do. I don't really know. But to me, that's not what brought me joy in my life. And think about this. We're going to spend most of our time awake working. If you want to survive in this world, you're going to spend most of your awake time working. And if you hate the work that you do, you're going to have a miserable time of your life. So you got to find a way to put joy into your work. And some of us work thankless jobs, and the only way to put joy into your work is to think about what the product of that work is. For example, my granddad was a coal miner, and he worked a joyless job down in the depths of the earth in the dark, breathing in soot, chiseling coal out of the rock. Broke every bone in his body, died of emphysema at the end of his days, and yeah, that's kind of a miserable job, and he made pennies for it. But the joy in that process was giving back to his family, and God bless him for it. I'll love that man forever. So, find joy in your work, however it is. For me, that was martial arts, because that's what I love. That was fun for me. So again, let's take a look at these guys in the park doing their martial arts. I don't know if these guys are teaching this is how you legitimately defend yourself on the streets, or if these guys are just having a fun cultural experience together in the park. Just working out as friends or whatever. The first situation, not so good. The second situation, that's fine. So I'm not here to make fun of these guys. We're just going to break this down on a technical level. All right, so this girl steps in. They're doing this very slow motion sequence. Guy's kind of pushing her down. Now, I've never seen anyone react like this in real life to this type of pressure. But, yeah. So is that realistic to me? No. Maybe this guy knows something. I don't know. Who knows? But he catches this older man from behind, pulls him down. Next gentleman steps in, telegraphs a punch from a mile away. And I have seen this movement in Budo Taijutsu. So maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. So, again, we have three different sequences, three different forms, if you will. Are these great movements that will allow you to win in combat sports? No, absolutely not. Do street fights play out like this? No, not at all. So again, is this good martial arts? Is this bad martial arts? It all goes back to the intention. Why are they doing it? Thanks for watching. Now get out there and train.